This lesson is on the percent equation. Okay, what is the percent equation? You can use the percent equation to work out the same types of problems solved with the percent proportion. So you'll see the same type of problems, we're just solving it a different way. The percent equation is the part, which remember that was your is part, is percent times the whole, which was your of. And in the equation, since we're not putting it over the percent over 100, the percent must be written in a fraction or a decimal form. We'll write it mainly in the decimal. Okay, keywords that will help, as I mentioned, the percent, of course, is the percent. Remember to write as a fraction or a decimal in the equation. The is the part, and the of is the whole. Okay, so let's find the part. So this says, what number is 24% of 50? Okay, so we're going to use our equation, part equals percent times whole. Now remember, the part is your is, and we don't know what that is. And then we're going to plug in our percent. When we change that to a decimal, is 0.24 times our whole of. Okay, so to find our part, what number is, x is going to be equal to 12. So 12 is 24% of 50. Okay, example number 2. What number is 53% of 125? Okay, so we use our percent equation. Once again, we don't know what our part is. It says what number is 53% of 125. We write our percent as a decimal, and then times our whole of 125. When we multiply, we get x is equal to 66.25. So this means that 66.25 is 53% of 125. Okay, what happens when we need to find a percent? Example number 3. 10.5 is what percent of 30? Okay, so we write down our percent equation, part equals percent times whole. Here we have our part. Remember the part, we can use the keyword is. So that would be 10.5. We do not know the percent, and our whole is 30. Alright, solving the equation, we're going to have to divide by 30 on both sides to find x. When we do that, we get x is equal to 0.35. Okay, we have to change our decimal. Remember, we change it to a decimal to do the equation, so if we're trying to find the percent, we have to turn it back into a percent. So that would be 35%. So 10.5 is 35% of 30. And that is your answer. Okay, let's look at another example where you have to find the percent. What percent of 400 is 55? Okay, write our equation. Our part is our is, so that's going to be 55. We do not know our percent, and our of, our whole, is 400. Divide by 400 to get x by itself, and whenever we do that, we get x is equal to 0.1375. Okay, once again, we have to change that decimal to a percent, and we'll get 13.75. So 55 is 13.75% of 400. Okay, finding a whole. 39% or 39, is 52% of what number? Okay, writing our equation. Our is, our part, is 39. Change our percent to a decimal times we don't know our whole. To get x by itself, we have to divide by 0.52 on both sides. When we do that, we get x is equal to 75. So, what this means is that 39 is 52% of 75. Okay? Another example where we're trying to find our whole. 90 is 18% of what number? Okay, write out our equation. Our part is 90. We have to change the 18% into a decimal by moving 2 places to the left. And we do not know our whole. To find our whole, to find that x, we have to divide by 0.18 to get rid of it, and you do that to both sides. Whenever you solve, you get that x is equal to 500. So, 90 is 18% of 500. Okay, try these on your own, see what you can do.